your balance, your posture, your leg strength. They don't disappear overnight. They fade quietly, gradually, until one moment catches you off guard. You're rising from a chair and your knee gives way. You're walking down the stairs and your foot lands just a little too awkwardly. You don't fall, but you freeze for a second because something didn't feel right. You brush it off. Maybe I stood up too fast. Maybe I slept wrong. Maybe it's just age. And then you go on with your day like nothing happened. But deep down, you wonder. This is how leg aging begins, not with pain, but with hesitation, a subtle shift in how your body moves, in how much you trust it, in the confidence you used to feel without thinking. Whether you're 55 or 65, if this feels familiar, you're not alone. This is called leg weakness after 60, and it affects millions of people each year, not because they've stopped moving, not because they're too old, but because no one taught them how to recognize the first signs of decline or how to fight back. Here's the truth. Most people don't fall because of one big accident. They fall because of 100 tiny changes they never noticed. A little less glute strength, a little more hesitation with each step, a few more spider veins on legs, some wrinkles on the legs that weren't there before, minor things maybe, until they all start to add up. And those changes, they're not just physical, they're emotional. Because when your legs grow weaker, you don't just feel it in your knees. You feel it in your confidence. You start to avoid stairs. You hold on to furniture just in case. You walk slower in public so you won't stumble. You tell yourself, this is normal. This is just what old age leg pain feels like. But deep down, you know, this isn't how you want to live. If you felt any of these, difficulty rising from low chairs, feeling off balance, even on flat ground, knee buckling while walking, noticeable spider veins or skin changes on your legs, a growing fear of falling, even if you haven't fallen yet, this video is for you, because the sooner you notice these signs, the easier it is to reverse them. In this episode, we'll walk you through 5 silent signs your legs are weakening, how they connect to real health risks, and most importantly, how to rebuild your leg strength safely from home with no special equipment. You'll learn why your glute strength matters more than you think, what knee giving way really means, and what to do about it, why visible wrinkles or veins on your legs may signal circulation and muscle decline, and how to protect your senior leg health with simple daily steps anyone can do. And no, you're not too old to improve. You're not too late to make a change. And you don't have to overhaul your entire life. Sometimes it just starts with awareness, because the longer you ignore the signs, the more they chip away at your mobility, your confidence, your independence. That's the cost of silence. But you can choose differently. You can take that first small step today. If this resonates with you, if you felt your legs getting weaker, even just slightly, type 1 in the comments right now. Let me know you're here, that you're paying attention, that you're ready to listen to your body instead of dismissing it. At Ever Ease, we create videos like this for people over 50, 60, 70 who want to stay active, strong, and self-reliant without fear. Subscribe if you haven't already. We release new videos every single week, covering everything from leg aging to joint pain, circulation, balance, and more. This is your space, your journey, and your choice. So let's begin together. Sign number 1, when standing up becomes a struggle. Take a seat for a moment on any chair that's low and firm. Now fold your arms, lean forward just a little, and try to stand without using your hands. If you glide up easily, wonderful. If you wobble or need to grab the armrest, stay with me, because that tiny pause tells a much bigger story. 1. Why this simple test matters. Most of us don't think twice about standing, but after 50, the first sign of trouble is often hidden right here, down low. Your brain whispers, push with your hands, it's safer. Your knees whisper, slow down, we're stiff. And before you know it, you're letting the chair do half the work your legs once did without a fuss. That little assist feels harmless, yet every push steals a bit of power from the muscles around your hips, muscles that keep you balanced, steady, and free. Lose enough of that power and the chain reaction begins. A slow slide into leg weakness after 60. Sudden moments when a knee gives way. That heart-stopping flutter called knee buckling on the stairs. And the worst part, it all starts so quietly that many people just shrug and say, I'm getting old. But inside, a different feeling grows. One we rarely say aloud. Fear. Fear of falling. Fear of asking for help. Fear of losing control over the simplest act, standing up. 2. The little clues you can see. Look down at your legs the next time you sit. Do you notice faint spider veins on your legs that never used to be there? Small wrinkles on your legs around the knee fold? They seem cosmetic, yet they're often early signs that blood isn't flowing as strongly and the skin is quietly hinting, we need help down here. Ignore those signs and stiffness sets in, bringing that throbbing, nagging old age leg pain many people think is normal. 3. The cycle nobody talks about. When standing becomes hard, you lean on your hands more. When you lean on your hands, your hip muscles, your power engines, work them less. They get smaller. Balance slips, and fear rises. Fear rises and you sit even more. That silent loop steals freedom from millions of over 50 legs every single year. Yet most doctors still check squats, not chair rises, so the warning light stays hidden until someone falls. 4. A gentle plan to flip the script. Step 1, tiny win today. Try the chair test again tonight. 5 slow stands, arms folded. If you struggle, slide a cushion under you. Keep practicing until it feels steady. Why? Because every hands-free stand tells your brain strength is coming back. Step 2, build a little more. After 2 weeks, remove the cushion or use a slightly lower seat. Add a brief pause at the top. Squeeze the muscles in your hips for just 1 second. That pause wakes up fibers that may have been napping for years. Step 3, balance booster. When the chair feels easy, lift 1 foot for half a second before you sit back down. A fingertip on the counter is fine. That tiny hover teaches your ankles and hips to talk to each other again, cutting the risk of stumbles on flat ground. Stay with the steps, and research shows people regain up to 15% leg strength in 8 short weeks. No gym, no gadgets, just determination. 5. Check-in questions for tonight. Do my thighs shake after 3 low seat stands? Do I push on my knees without realizing it? Do I delay getting up because I'm afraid of that first step? If any answer is yes, your body isn't failing you. It's calling you. Answer the call now, and you can stop the slide before it steals your confidence. 6. A quick word on food and fuel. Each time you grab a sweet snack to push through the afternoon, your blood sugar jumps, insulin spikes, and muscles miss the repair signals they crave. Level out your meals, more protein, fewer quick carbs, and every practice stand feels a little steadier. We'll dive deeper into food later, but know this: senior leg health starts in the kitchen as much as in the chair. 7. A soft heartbeat of hope. Picture yourself 6 months from now, rising from any seat, movie theater, picnic bench, church pew, without that flicker of doubt. Picture walking into a room and choosing any chair, not the tallest one. Picture grandchildren tugging your hand, and you stand, smile, and follow. No hesitation, no fear. That future is possible. And it starts with 5 slow stands today. If you felt even a slight wobble or hesitation while standing, go ahead and type 1 in the comments. No one will know who you are, but that small action means one big thing. You're ready to take control. And don't go anywhere, because up next is sign 2, a movement so common we overlook it, yet it's one of the earliest causes of stairway falls and missteps. Keep watching, because every warning sign you recognize today could help your legs grow stronger tomorrow. Sign number 2, the stair step wobble. Why going upstairs is no longer effortless, and what it's trying to tell you. It starts with a subtle misstep. You're going upstairs like always, maybe with a cup of tea or just heading to grab your glasses. Then, halfway up, it happens. One leg lifts fine, the other hesitates. Just a second, a little wobble, a minor catch, but enough to make your hand fly to the railing. You recover quickly. You tell yourself, I must have stepped weird, or maybe the stair was loose, but your body knows. And this wasn't random. That brief instability is one of the earliest signs that your legs and balance are falling out of sync. And it's usually not the knee that's failing first. It's the hip stabilizers, and they've been fading quietly for years. Why this happens? In simple terms. To climb a stair, your brain fires a pattern. Glute and hip flexors contract to lift your leg. Core and low back tighten. To keep you upright. Ankle and toes stabilize. To push off securely. As we pass age 50, this pattern slows down. Hip flexors tighten due to sitting more. Core activation weakens. Balance signals from feet reduce. All this adds up to a slight delay in timing, enough to make you feel like your foot missed the cue. It feels like a soft buckle as you push off, a need to catch yourself with the handrail, a lack of smoothness that wasn't there a year ago, and slowly the body compensates in unhealthy ways. The stronger leg overworks, leading to uneven joint wear. Low-grade inflammation sets into the knees or hips. You start avoiding stairs altogether without realizing why. The emotional side. You might not say it out loud, but a part of you is thinking, what if I fall one day? What if no one hears me? This fear, buried beneath logic, creates hesitation. Hesitation creates stiffness, and stiffness only increases the wobble. That's why many seniors say, I just don't trust my legs anymore. And this too begins with stairs. How to fix the wobble. 3-step drill. Drill wall-facing stair march. Do this every morning. No equipment needed. Step 1, stand facing a wall. 1 foot of space between you and the wall. Step 2, place your palms lightly on the wall for balance. Step 3, lift one knee to hip height slowly, then switch. Repeat 20 times. This drill activates your hip flexors, repatterns balance from foot to brain, builds confidence with no risk of falling. Bonus tip, do it in socks on a hard floor for added sensory feedback. What to watch out for while marching. Take note, does one side lift easier than the other? Do you sway or shift your weight sideways? Do you feel a small jolt in the ankle or hip? These are early imbalance signals. They aren't dangerous yet, but left unchecked, they can snowball into true mobility loss. Wrap up and transition. So if stairs feel harder lately, don't blame the steps. Your body is sending a message. Help me rebuild my timing, my strength, my rhythm. And the good news, you absolutely can. With 2 minutes a day, This tiny drill can help restore the confidence you thought you lost. Let's keep going. Sign 3 is something even more subtle, the way your feet move when you walk, and how it quietly reflects what's happening to your entire leg chain. Sign number 3, nighttime leg cramps, a silent alarm from your muscles. That sudden pain at 3 a.m. may be more than a random spasm. It might be your legs warning you. When your sleep gets interrupted by pain, you're deep in sleep, then suddenly a sharp, piercing cramp in your calf jolts you awake. You grab your leg, you wince, you rub frantically. It takes a minute to pass. Sometimes it lasts longer, and it always leaves one question lingering. Why does this keep happening? Many seniors brush it off. Maybe I need more calcium. Maybe I slept wrong. But when it happens often, it's no longer coincidence. Why are cramps more common after 50? There are 3 key reasons why nighttime leg cramps become more frequent after midlife. Poor blood circulation, muscles don't get enough oxygen during rest, electrolyte imbalance caused by dehydration or certain medications, muscle weakening, reduced strength causes nerve overactivity while resting. And here's a hidden factor: sedentary habits during the day. When you sit for hours without movement, circulation to your lower body slows. Then, when you lie down, gravity stops helping. Blood flow becomes sluggish. That's when those intense, involuntary cramps tend to strike. The psychological impact. Fear of falling asleep. After a few episodes, you become cautious at bedtime. You stretch, reposition, worry about being woken up again. Sleep becomes fragmented. You wake up tired, foggy. You may even start to fear that something deeper is wrong. These cramps do more than hurt. They erode your trust in your body. You begin to ask, are my legs losing strength? Is this the start of something worse? This kind of quiet anxiety is common, and sadly, many people suffer through it in silence. The real meaning of night cramps. A cramp is more than just tight muscles. It's a neuromuscular misfire. Your brain sends signals to a muscle that's too weak or tense to respond properly. These signals become chaotic when circulation is low, nerve endings are overexcited, recovery from daily strain doesn't happen properly. The result, your muscle spasms violently without warning. This is especially common in the calves, which bear your weight all day and are often tight from inactivity. Easy home fix: stretch before bed nighttime calf stretch. Here's a simple solution that takes under 2 minutes. Step 1, stand facing a wall about 1 foot away. Step 2, place your hands on the wall for balance. Step 3, step 1 foot back, heel on the ground. Step 4, keep both legs straight and lean forward slightly. Step 5, hold for 30 seconds, switch sides. Repeat 2 to 3 times. Benefits: loosens tight calf muscles, increases blood flow to legs before sleep, reduces nerve overactivity that triggers spasms. Extra tip: drink a small glass of water with electrolytes 30 minutes before bed. Check with your doctor if you have heart or kidney conditions. Long-term impact: muscle loss and sleep deprivation. Recurring leg cramps at night often signal underlying muscle atrophy, poor blood circulation, electrolyte deficiencies that go unnoticed. When you sleep poorly night after night, your muscles don't get the chance to recover. You lose strength without realizing it. That's why nighttime cramps are included among the early warning signs of leg weakness in seniors. The good news: if you start tonight, you could notice results in just 1 week. Fewer cramps, deeper sleep, less anxiety at bedtime. And it starts with something as simple as stretching. You don't need equipment, just consistency. So if you've been waking up with calf cramps, now you know it's not random. Your legs are sending a message, and tonight you can respond. Up next, we'll explore sign 4, a change you may not notice until you try to stand up after sitting for too long. It's a subtle shift in your body's ability to reorient, and it has everything to do with blood flow, nerves, and muscle memory. Sign number 4, heavy leg liftoff, that first step after sitting. Why standing up feels like lifting sandbags and how to switch your circulation back on. The moment of truth. You stand up from your chair, an action that once felt effortless, now feels unfamiliar. Your thighs tighten, your ankles feel stiff. The first step is slow, hesitant, almost like your body is waking from shock. Before your second step, a familiar fear sets in. What if I lose my balance? What if I fall and no one is around to help? You don't say it out loud, but deep down you know something is off. It's not the floor, it's not carelessness. It's that your legs don't respond like they used to. This isn't just physical heaviness. It's the quiet loss of trust in your own body. You start hesitating when getting up, moving slower, avoiding activities that once felt easy. Losing independence rarely begins with a dramatic fall. It starts with moments like this, heavy legs and rising doubt. What's really going on? Behind that first step, circulation slump. Long sitting causes blood to pool in the calves. Vein valves weaken with age. Muscle pumps switch off. Inactivity deactivates the glutes and calves, which help push blood back to the heart. Nerve latency. Proprioceptors react slower, delaying the signal that tells your brain to stabilize. What happens next is subtle, but telling. Your body hesitates. That first push-off feels weak, unsteady. Your knees tighten involuntarily. And before you know it, you're reaching for support, not out of habit, but instinct. It's often the first physical hint of something deeper, the early stage of knee instability, a warning that your legs may no longer be as reliable as they once were. The emotional undercurrent. Heaviness leads to hesitation. Hesitation leads to less movement. Less movement deepens the heaviness. It's a quiet cycle of leg weakness in older adults that too often goes unnoticed. Some mask it by saying, I just take my time standing up. But inside, many are worried about that split-second dizziness or calf instability. Simple science. Plain words. When you sit, your heart keeps pumping, but your glutes and calves, your second hearts, stop moving. Blood begins to pool downward. Vein walls stretch. The nerves in your legs send weaker signals upward. Stand too quickly, and blood pressure around the brain drops, causing momentary lightheadedness. Stand too slowly, and your muscles forget how to activate. 90-second fix, the seated calf. Prime step 1. Foot rockers, 30 seconds. While seated, rock your feet forward and back like pressing a gas pedal. Step 2. Glute squeezes, 30 seconds. Still seated, tighten both glutes for 2 seconds. Release for 2 seconds. Repeat 10 times. Step 3. Rise and pause, 30 seconds. Stand up slowly. Pause for 1 full breath before walking. Do this after any 20-plus minute seated session, and you'll reduce heavy leg sensations in a week. Self-check questions tonight. Do my first 3 steps feel stiff or wooden? Do I instinctively grab furniture when standing? Do my legs feel tingly after sitting? If yes, your body is waving a yellow flag. Early, reversible, but urgent. Why this matters. Long-term, chronic pooling strains, veins causing spider veins on legs. Inactive pumps lead to cartilage breakdown, triggering old age leg pain. Fear of rising weakens confidence, reducing steps per day, accelerating leg aging. Reversing it early boosts circulation, balance, even brain clarity. Good news timeline day. 1. Smoother transitions from sitting to standing. Week 2. Less dizziness, more stable stride. Month 1. Measurable gains in leg strength and posture confidence. Mini CTA. If your legs have ever felt like concrete after sitting too long, you're not imagining it. It's a warning sign that deserves attention, not dismissal. And stay with us because sign 5 is coming up next. It's the final one, but perhaps the most revealing. A subtle shift in your ankles each morning that silently signals how your legs will feel the rest of the day. Sign number 5, morning ankle swelling, a quiet signal you're ignoring. Why your ankles puff up before lunch and what it reveals about your legs. The subtle clue in the mirror. You glance down while brushing your teeth and you notice it again. That slight puffiness around your ankles. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't scream for attention. But that's exactly what makes it dangerous. It slips under your radar while something deeper is quietly going wrong. You tell yourself, maybe I'm just retaining water. But what if this is the earliest visible sign that your legs aren't recovering overnight? What if your circulation has slowed so much during sleep, your body can't flush out fluid like it used to? This isn't just about looks. Morning ankle swelling is often the canary in the coal mine, a hint that your legs, veins, and lymphatic system are losing strength quietly while you rest. And if ignored, it can lead to persistent heaviness during the day, fatigue by mid-morning, progressive leg swelling, and joint stiffness by evening. Red flags to watch for sock marks that last after you remove them. Ankles feel warm or tight upon waking morning fatigue before any real activity. Shoes fit tighter in the morning than evening. Small fixes that reduce morning swelling. One leg elevated sleep night. Use a pillow under your calves to gently raise your legs above heart level. 2. Anti-sodium strategy. Dinner. Cut high sodium sauces and deli meats after 6 p.m. 3. 3-minute ankle primer. Morning. Before standing up, flex your feet back and forth 20 times in bed, then rotate ankles in slow circles. These steps don't just ease swelling, they wake up your circulation before you even take your first step. Final word, don't wait until it gets worse. This was sign number 5, and the final one in this guide. But it may be the one your body whispers every morning, hoping you'll listen. All 5 of these signs, cramps, stair struggles, unstable steps, heavy liftoffs, and ankle swelling, are your body's way of saying, I still want to move, but I need your help. So take the help. Begin where you are, one small change at a time. If any of these 5 signs felt familiar, now's the moment to act. Subscribe to EverEase for practical, science-backed videos every week. Like and share this with someone who might be ignoring their legs. Don't wait for a fall to take your legs seriously. Your strength, stability, and independence start now.